Hey everybody, it's Ben here with a garage update. Today we got some insulation in. I did hire an insulating company. Did the math in terms of how many trips it would take to a big box home improvement store and the actual cost of materials, and it wasn't all that much more just to hire some guys to do it. So all this was done in less than 3 hours by 2 guys. So at this point, it's all fiberglass batts in the walls. These are typical 2x4 walls, so we're talking R19 insulation. Then I've got R38 insulation in some of the thicker places. And then the other thing is, on a different day, we're going to get some blown insulation in here in the ceiling of the garage. So if you're just looking at the walls, nothing too crazy. It's just typical fiberglass with a vapor barrier over the top of it. Nothing unusual at all, just pretty much typical construction for the area here. Now on the other hand, the bottom chord of the trusses, so we're looking at the ceiling of the main level of the garage here, those are 2x10, so I can get more insulation in there. And on the side, these kind of side attics, we can go even deeper than 10 inches. So I'll be able to get 10 inches of blown-in insulation in the middle under the floor of the loft, and on the sides could get 13 inches. That should be an R38. Another kind of a neat thing is that the insulation crew did put in a depth gauge up in the trusses here, so that's actually when they blow in the insulation, they can tell exactly how much is in there. It lists both inches and R values, and that's going to be fiberglass blown in insulation. So now we're in the upstairs of the garage. A couple of things. For one thing, it sounds very different, far less echoey than before. It also feels very different. Before I could see right through the walls all the way out to the corners of the building. So it feels smaller just because I don't have those same sight lines anymore. The other thing is, right when I came up the ladder, I could already feel that it's a lot warmer upstairs now than it was before. A couple other things. I did great stuff around the door and the windows before the insulation crew was here, and also the insulators. Anywhere there was like 2 studs doubled up, for example, someplace where air could get through, but you really couldn't put insulation in there, they did caulk all those joints as well. So we're trying to essentially do the garage a little bit more like how a house would typically be insulated. So the next step will be the blown-in insulation. Get the ceiling all filled up with blow-in. On the ends, those are blocked with some rather thick fiberglass batts, and then there is venting behind there as well to allow the airflow through all the way up to the peak and out the ridge vent. And of course, the one other thing is just to make sure that I've got power for keeping my car charged up while I'm working on the project. The only other thing is that I'm still waiting to hear back from the power company. I turned in all my paperwork for the photovoltaic system about 2 weeks ago. I'm a little surprised that I haven't heard back from them yet because they're a smaller power utility and pretty friendly and personal overall. So hopefully I'll hear back from them soon. I did send them an email today as a reminder just saying, hey, look, where are we? What can I do to keep the ball rolling on this? So hopefully I'll hear back from them soon, and then I can go ahead and start ordering some of the parts for the photovoltaic system. So I'm excited about that. So we'll have the blown-in insulation coming sometime soon. And until next time, stay charged up.